Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake, the OneManBand is back again with another RWBY episodic review. What are we doing today? You guys know what it is, you read the title, didn't you? It is the World of Remnant number 3, the Grimm. To be honest, I wasn't expecting this World of Remnant video to be on the Grimm. I was expecting it to be on the war that took place 80 years ago, but that's just my personal opinion. So, honestly, this World of Remnant video, it kind of already told what we already knew about the Grimm, which isn't all that much, which means the humans of the World of Remnant don't know a lot about the Grimm. In retrospect, they don't, even though they fought them for however so long they have, they still don't know a lot about them. It even states in the video that they're often left with more questions than answers. So basically, what do we know about the Grimm? They've been present on the World of Remnant since basically the beginning of time. They are the enemy of humans. Ancient human society believed that they were animals possessed by demons. And, you know, that isn't so far stretched. I mean, they are creatures that exist on their own. Like, there's no demon possession or anything. But they're still, like, 100% evil at this point. I mean, we haven't seen a good Grimm at all, ever, in the world. But it does state in the video that more varieties of Grimm continue to pop up. So Grimm that are probably more suited for the environment, more vicious, maybe they can fly, they can swim, they can dig underground. Really all we've seen of the Grimm so far, we've seen the Ursa, Beowulfs, Deathstalkers, King Taijutsu, the Nevermores. Am I missing anything? I think that's all. I think that's all we have seen of the Grimm so far. So, that leaves the possibility for other types of Grimm just wide open. Now, it's probably the most interesting thing about the Creatures of Grimm is that they solely attack humans and their creations. It is stated in the video that they do have fights with wild animals, but that's just mostly because they're in their way or territorial disputes. But the Grimm do not need to eat to survive. They do not need physical sustenance. They feed because they want to, not because they have to. So, the real fact of the matter is, why do they attack only humanity and its creations? Does this mean that there's some sort of maniacal force controlling the Grimm that wants to squash humanity? Because in the very beginning of the series, the Creatures of Grimm were very close to just completely wiping out humanity, but once humanity discovered dust and learned how to use it in weaponry, that really turned the tide. So, we can only assume that there is some external, powerful, evil force driving the Grimm. Now, even though the Creatures of Grimm do not need physical sustenance to survive, what they do feed on is negative emotion, negative human emotion. So maybe that's why they have signaled out humanity as to be their target, because if they continue to attack humanity, then grief sets in, panic sets in, fear sets in, all negative emotions. They can continue to feed off of that. But their ferocity would eventually drive them to just kill their food source, if you really think about it. So, as we know, as Grimm get older, they get bigger, they get more powerful, they get smarter. So they learn, oh, maybe we shouldn't attack the humans today, they look prepared. So if you really think about it, these older Grimm that just stay outside the cities, they can easily continue to get their sustenance of negative energy. Because as long as humanity knows that they're out there, there will be fear, there will be panic, there will be negative emotions surrounding the Grimm. So as long as the Grimm don't do anything stupid, they can essentially live forever. But it is stated that with the Grimm, the only thing that matters in their minds is killing. All they want to do is kill and destroy. So, obviously, they aren't any type of natural animal force, because in an ecosystem, a predator does not just destroy everything in its path, because it knows that it'll need to go back to feed and whatnot. But even though Grimm do not need physical sustenance, they still feed off negative emotion. So eventually, if they were to completely stomp out humanity, they would lose their only food source. So obviously, they aren't something that has been created in nature, if you will, to coexist in an ecosystem. If they were, then they would learn to, maybe they shouldn't kill off all the humans, stuff like that. Another interesting fact is that bodies of the Grimm, they evaporate when they die. So basically, they can be somewhat negative emotion in physical form. They are the embodiment of essentially evil. They're evil put into physical form, if you will. And did you guys notice the Professor Port cameo in the video? You probably did. So with all that being said, what are the Creatures of Grimm? Essentially, like, where did they come from? Where are they? What are they? Their origins are unknown to humanity, the humans of Remnant at this time. So, I got 3 theories to throw by you guys. 1. Demons. Even though the ancient societies of Remnant thought of them as demons, and that was kinda shot down, still a possibility. 2. Extraterrestrial parasitic life form. I don't know why. 3. Some sort of bioengineered creatures made by humanity that turned against them, almost destroyed them. Because if you really think about it, these creatures, all they want to do is destroy. Destroy, destroy, destroy. If they were natural, if they were, I don't know, if they were created by a god or a demon or whatever, then they could coexist in the ecosystem, like I said. But if they were created to be just killers, they would kind of make sense if you think about it. But anyway, guys, my theories put aside, it's going to end this video. Like if ever you've enjoyed, subscribe. Of course, I want to hear your guys' theories about what you think of the Grimm. Like, what are they? Where did they come from? All that cool stuff. So leave your comments down below. I'll see you guys next time I'm out there in YouTube land. And maybe you might have to do a video on new Grimm creature ideas? Maybe. But I'll see you then. Yeah!